Most men over 40 see this and immediately think, that's not for me. That's for Olympians, for young guys, for freak athletes. And that's exactly why they lose capacity. The snatch isn't just about medals and force, it's about force production. It's about speed. It's about coordination and nervous system sharpness. It can be scaled to any level and learned by anybody. Even this guy. So today, on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, we are snatching. You can start from any level. We will learn it together, make progress. But if you're new to the 5 a.m. Squat Club, this is the full 5 a.m. morning routine. We're going to prime our minds, warm up, get great intensity with power and speed with the snatch today, and then we're going to take an hour to make progress towards our most important goals so that our lives are in our hands and up to us. So first step, before we move our bodies and snatch, we're going to go choose our first thoughts of the day with some breath work. Let's go. All right, so step one in the 5 a.m. Squat Club is squat. We're going to get our feet underneath our hips, heels down on the floor. If you feel like you're going to fall over, you can grab yourself a counterbalance, a post, or a weight to hold out in front so you don't fall backwards. And while we're here, we're going to do a box breath. It'll be a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold. 4 cycles while we choose our first thoughts. You can do them along with us or choose your own words of affirmation or whatever you'd like as we go. So we're going to start on an inhale. 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I am responsible for my responses. I will make time between the stimulus and my response to it. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. Choose gratitude. Inhale. Excellent. It's too easy to see the negatives and focus on that and not be happy about our lives. So, gratitude. All right, next step. We've gotten up out of bed. We've turned on our minds. Now, time to start revving up the body a little bit. First step that we do after we get up is to get up. In order to get up, you got to get down first. So we're going to get ourselves all the way onto the floor. Beep. And then all the way up. And I like to hop to give a little celebration of the fact that I'm able to do so, especially at 5 a.m. So lay it down, get it back up, leave the floor, celebrate overhead. We're going to move through this for 2 minutes. You can increase the pace as you go. We're just initial steps of getting the blood flowing, heart rate elevated, and body temperature up this morning. After this, we'll have our slightly more specific general warm-up, and then we'll talk about our EMOM for today. So we'll get some good intensity. The idea with the first part is that the heart rate will be up a little bit, and then we're going to get a little bit of snatch work in with the heart rate work, but a simple version of the movement. And then afterwards, at the end, we're going to do a little bit of extra skill work for the snatch. So don't worry if you've never done it before. We can start with a PVC stick just to learn the technique. Or if you've done it before, you can go as heavy as you'd like. But neglecting that type of movement, something that powerful and coordinated, is going to leave you limited in your fitness capacity. So, generally once a week, most times on Fridays, we get some extra weightlifting practice. And when I say weightlifting, I mean snatch, clean and jerk. Olympic weightlifting, so that we're ensuring that we're keeping up our power production even as we age. Even if we're not competitive weightlifters or other competitive athletes, I think everybody should be practicing the snatch because of its ability to produce power, speed, accuracy, agility, balance, coordination, all of the above. Whew. Next step, you can see on the screen there, general warm-up is listed. First one is jumping jack. If you don't like jumping first thing in the morning, just go with a standing march. Otherwise, we're gonna get 15 to 20 jumping jacks here. Once again, we're just starting to rev up the engine a little bit. Obviously, I mentioned at the beginning, I am 40 plus. A lot of our viewers are as well, and it just becomes more and more important. If we're gonna hit intensity, then we need to take that warm up seriously, not skip it, not neglect it. Whew. From there, we're gonna go inchworm, so you can widen out the feet, take the hands to the floor, walk it out till the shoulders are over the hands, squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs, squeeze the abs, and then walk it back up. And you can stand in between. Let's get 5 there at least. Nice and tight in the middle, finding your hollow body. Tight, tight, tight. And good morning, team. Good morning, Yaroslav, Mr. Terry, Jason, Jody. If you're there as well, I haven't seen you. Good morning, good morning. How are we feeling today? We like to start our day with a quick question. How do you feel this morning? What time did you get to bed? And how do you feel as a scale of 5 to 10? 5 is the lowest because you're already here and you're killing it. 10, obviously, you feel amazing. Let's go with a leg swing next, so you can support yourself on the wall if you'd like. Let that leg move forwards, backwards. Try to keep the torso upright. And then let me know what was bedtime and how we feel. And I got to bed at 8:30 last night, which is my ideal. Because if you're gonna do this consistently, you can't be going to bed late. If you're gonna get up and work hard in the morning, you have to have slept. And if you're gonna do this every day, you need to recover. So I got to bed 8:30. Slept well. I definitely wake up before my alarm. That's definitely the thing now. Wake up to pee, and then it's generally 10 minutes or so before my alarm goes off. But I don't look at it though, don't check. And let's say out of 10, we're 8.5 today. The girls are coming to the gym. Fantastic. All right, next, come into a plank position. You're gonna take one foot outside the hands. And then you're gonna take your elbow that's closest to that bent knee, bring it down close to the floor, as close as you can get it. And then you're gonna reach it up to the ceiling. And we'll cycle that somewhere between 5 and 10 times. Work that elbow down, and then reach it up. Let's see, Mr. Terry, 10:30, 10, that's earlier than some nights, isn't it? That's pretty good, you're getting better. Yaroslav, 9:27, not bad, not bad. Yeah, as I was saying, 8:30 for me and 8.5. I'll be probably at least a 9 by the time we finish this. And then, got a great day. As I said, girls are coming to the gym with me today, which is always fun, show extra gratitude for the life that we've built there, that we've built this environment where I can bring my kids to work and they can be surrounded by like-minded people who are all there to make progress and push themselves and improve themselves. So very grateful that we've built this place that we can do that. All right, elbow to the floor. Switch, by the way, if you haven't. Did you say 8:30? That's crazy. I was on my 5th load of laundry at 9:30. Wow. Good for you, Jody. Yes, I was in bed at 8:30. Maybe I'm cheating, but if I'm going to be here with you guys, I need to get my beauty sleep. It's obviously not working, though. We're not getting beauty. Okay, and then we'll come up from there and we'll come into our bootstrapper. So set your feet in your squat stance, maybe a little narrower, maybe hip width, and then come on down into our passive squat. From there, grab your toes and then pull that chest up tall. Pressing the knees out, pulling up against the feet to get the chest up, and then we'll reverse it. Chin goes down, chest goes down, drive the hips up to the ceiling. You're gonna feel some hamstring tension there. Try to keep the chest against the thighs and not a big gap. And then reverse it again, sit it back down, pull that chest up. Work against it and then reverse. We'll do at least 5 of those. We'll get in a little bit of specific warm-up for our workout, but I have planned it so that we're doing a simple version in the EMOM, and then more technical in the second EMOM afterwards. All right. Okay. Next, grab your PVC. Bring it out to a nice wide grip, basically wide enough that that bar is sitting in the hip crease with the arms straight. And then you're going to take it overhead to behind the body. Make sure the arms stay long here. If the arms want to bend, just widen the grip a little bit. This may be tighter. Just take it to a grip that you get a stretch, but it doesn't feel like you're ripping your shoulders off. Let's get at least 10 there, just moving from overhead to behind the shoulders. Good morning, Jabes. That's early. That is early. Jody, 10 like Bo Jackson. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. And then from there, let's just take the stick onto the back and we'll get a few squats. So feet in your squat stance, maybe shoulder width apart, slightly turned out at the toes, hips go down and back below the level of the knees ideally. Stand it back up. Things you're thinking about here, keeping the knees in line with the feet, not letting them fall in and lose the arch. We're thinking about trying to keep the torso nice and upright, but at the same time getting those hips down below the knees and then driving it back up. All right, round 2. We're gonna abbreviate this one a little bit. We'll go back to our jumping jacks, maybe 10 reps. We're getting there, Mabel. We're gonna do it. Anybody got exciting plans for the day or the weekend? Drop them in the chat. Leave a comment on the replay. Hey, she's just looking at me. All right, a few more inchworms, nice wide stance, hands to the floor. Walk it out. We'll speed these up a little bit. Once again, squeeze the butt, abs and legs at the bottom. Walk it back and up. We'll get 5 here quick. I don't know if that's 4 or 5. We'll do one more. Tight middle position. And then we'll swing the leg again, but we're going to go across the body this time. So side to side. 10 cycles. Try to stay tall with the torso. And then switch it up. 10 cycles on the other side. 3. All right, in the interest of increasing the temperature here, we'll just go alternating lunge now instead of the twist. So taking a nice long step forward, letting the back knee kiss the ground, but keeping that front shin nice and vertical, keeping the weight even in that front foot. Get about 10. All right, and then we'll go back to our PVC one more time. So this time we're going to take the stick onto your back with that same grip, and we're just going to press it. Get 10 there from the shoulder to overhead. It's nice and active overhead. Nice locked out elbows, pressing up hard into it. And then once you've got 10 there, we're gonna keep that overhead, come back into our squat stance with our feet, and we're gonna get some overhead squats because that will be part of our skill afterwards. So pressing up hard, hips go down and back. If you're new to this overhead squat, what I want you to think is keep that bar over the center of your feet, not your head. So what that might start with is a slight good morning, so that the bar is over my feet, but my chest is now kind of in my squat stance. Then I can come straight down, bar stays over my feet, and then I can just stand it back up from there. So hinge, like a good morning, squat, stand, open back up. Okay, let's talk about it. Happy birthday. Is it your birthday, Terry? My birthday's next Tuesday, a virtual birthday party. Cool. You're gonna have to remind us. You have to remind us before then. Jabes, Adam, you're wearing gray shorts. You got that observant. You're on it there, Jabes. Okay, so today's workout, simple. In essence, we're taking the snatch and breaking it down into its simplest component that still makes progress on the movement. And we're gonna alternate that with some machine calories, so that in essence, we're just practicing that skill fatigued. So what we're looking at is a high hang snatch or a hip snatch, meaning I'm gonna take the bar right from the hip. I'm not gonna come down the thighs at all. I'm just gonna hinge or dip at the hips, drive with the legs, move under the bar, receive it, and then stand. The point of doing it from here is reinforcing everything we need for the snatch, right? The snatch is all about get into position, get into position, get into position, get into position, and then explode. So we're practicing that middle portion where we explode so that as we add range of motion, that main component is pretty locked down. So once again, what we're looking at here, nice wide grip on that bar, wide enough such that it comes into the hip without bending the elbows. And then if you're new to weightlifting, you're gonna put a hook grip on there. So thumb first, and then fingers around the thumb, and that's gonna give you a nice locked in grip on that thing. So all you're gonna do is press the bar into the legs, right? A little bit of lat, pressing it back, hinge, but keeping that bar right in the hip crease, not coming down the thigh at all. Jump catch, you're gonna receive it, locked out the elbows, knees bent, and then stand. So that is a high hang power snatch. We're gonna do 3 of those, alternating minutes with the machine cals. On the machine, you just want to choose an option that's going to take, 40 seconds-ish at a moderate effort, and then you can get off, take a breath, get your 3, and we're going to go 5 sets of that. So let's take a couple minutes, set up your machine. If you don't have a machine, you could run on the spot. You could do burpees, you can do shuttle runs depending on your space. So set up the machine, let's get to our barbells and warm that up for a couple sets. Let's do it. Let me know any questions in the chat or in the replay, in the comments in the replay, and I will be happy to help you out. This is one of those days that feel free to video yourself. Tag us on Instagram, because this is a technical movement, and we could always room for improvement. So just let me know, tag us on Instagram, and I'd love to see you guys snatching. So once again, we're gonna go right from the hip, short dip, jump catch. I'm gonna have to change my hat. So not down the thigh at all. In the hip, bend, but don't let it move. Jump catch. So this isn't gonna be super heavy, right? Compared to if we were doing a snatch from the floor or from the hang, because there's not a lot of time to get the barbell accelerating. So just from the hip, jump catch, move under it. Right? This is mostly about moving back under the bar, getting a little drive, and then just moving under the bar quickly. So we're in essence gonna aim to choose a weight and then keep it there for all 5 sets. Just give me a couple moments here. Just gonna get a quick warm up. Says, which one is Terry? You guys just meeting each other? That's funny. That's why you turn the hat around. Oh my God. That was unpleasant. Okay, 1 minute. Fuck. Check, check. Talia, is it not good? Good morning, by the way, Talia. Just let me know how that sounds. Just put it back on. Buzzy B. Give me a moment, please. One moment. Check, check, check. Is that better? Check, check. Where does this go? Check, check. Sounds pretty good. Okay. Turn that off. Oh, you still have static? I'm not hearing anything. Check, check, check. Let me know. I don't hear it. Intermittent Buzzy Bee. Frig. Oh, that's worse. Check, 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 check. Sorry. Trying to fix it. Turn it off and back on again. I don't know how to do that. No lag, no echo. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Show's gotta go on. Just let me know if it's still cranky there. Gotta keep moving though, so get your weight set on there. If you're already done, if you've already warmed up and tried out everything and all that kind of jazz, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. As we are here working hard, and we gotta show YouTube that that's what's going on here. I'm gonna need some chalk here. Yeah. We're running low on chalk. I gotta go steal some from the gym. All right, we're pretty close here, team, so let me know if there are any questions or concerns. I don't know. Maybe this. Gotta choose. Not the end of the world if you don't choose the right weight on this. We are going to be snatching afterwards, so try not to beat myself. Nice. Thanks for the feedback on the sound. I think banging the barbell into the mic probably isn't good for it. All right. I'm going to try this out for a couple, and then I'd say we're probably good to go. $525. Oh, that feels heavy. Dang it. All right. We'll survive. Okay. So once again, we're going 10 minutes, alternating minutes. Whew. Between, say, 10 to 15 cals on your machine, or 40 seconds, whatever is appropriate, moderate effort. And then 3 high hang from the hip power snatches on the even minutes. Need a few minutes. Okay, keep it up.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me.
Pretty good to go here.
What was left over,
see
I
if
put
this looks
towards
like.
my dream.
Turn it.
But the only thing in life that has meaning
Yeah, good enough.
are the things you gotta work for, believe
All right,
me.
team. Time. Let's do this. Thumbs up. Okay, we're gonna get her moving. Feel free to start a minute behind if you need to. Let's do it. 10 seconds, team. 3, 2, 1, go.
I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
20. 30. 40.
When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you
10
got,
seconds.
what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
2, 1. Go ahead.
Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
Alright, one round down. Going into my dance class now, coach. Thanks for today. See you tomorrow. Take care, Talia. Come back, do the workout later. Let that stream run. 10 seconds. Round 2. 3, 2, 1.
Just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to please me. And what was left over I put towards
30.
my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability.
15.
They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power.
10.
Sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to
Go
God,
ahead,
they all
when you're
let me
ready.
down.
No need to rush.
Just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Two down. 3 to go. 20 seconds.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen.
10.
When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free.
5.
So show me what
3,
you got, what you
2,
bring, how you fight in
1.
the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs? Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns. We're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth
20 in.
it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down. I always
20. Five, 2, 1. Go ahead. Definitely need more chalk.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over,
3 down, team.
my dreaming.
2 to go.
Jeeves,
Jeeves, I'm wearing black short nights, Jeeves.
You gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility,
10 seconds.
Willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower.
3,
Until you're louder,
2,
work until you're proud.
1.
All the doubters, they're just young downers. I swear to God, they don't let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these clowns. For all time, they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
30.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your
10.
dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen. When everybody
5,
wants to be king, yeah, they
3,
all wanna ring,
2,
yeah, we all wanna be free.
1.
So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns. Who were all top, they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Equipment, good morning. One more round, team. And then we're snatching from the floor. With the squat. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
15.
Your hands a plan, your own hands can land.
Last set here. And then we snatch. I know this is snatch, but you know what I'm saying. Nice chats, equipment.
Take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters.
All right, last triple from the high hang.
I swear to God, they all let me
Take your
down.
time.
I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at the fucking clowns. Who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Got it. All right. Finish up those 3. my water bottle. Finish him strong. Make him look good.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free.
Woo.
Show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
All right, so now we're gonna get a little more technical with the snatch. We're good and warmed up. So let's unload the bar. Let's talk about a little bit more technique here, and then we'll reload, and we're gonna go one. That was unimpressive, Lockwell. Thank you. What does that mean, Jason? So, and then depending on where you're at with your snatch journey, you're either gonna go 1 or 2 snatches every minute on the minute. I'm gonna go with 2, and the reason for that is just if I go heavy enough to do singles, there's just more of a chance that I'm gonna drop a bar here, and that's not what we're going for. So I'm gonna do doubles just so that, you know, it'll keep it a little bit lighter, probably be a little bit safer for the space. So let's talk about this though. So obviously you're gonna set that same grip on the barbell, same snatch grip as before, and a new name. Lucas from Brazil, good morning. We're just setting up for our snatch EMOM. So remember, we're still thinking about accelerating from the hip. You really wanna remember that position we just moved through. But now we're gonna start at mid-shin, all right? You're thinking about pushing away from the floor till you cross the knees, then getting back into that vertical position, then you're gonna drive and catch. But instead of receiving here in our power snatch, we're gonna get into our overhead squat. So let's go ahead and do this. Just take that thing back overhead, press up hard on it. Let's get a set of overhead squats. We get at least 5 there. Remember, trying to think about keeping that bar over the midfoot, not over your head. So a slight hinge, like a good morning, and then squat, keeping that thing actively pressed up overhead. Get yourself a few squats. You can even hang out in the bottom, find comfort, and then stand her back up. So let's do a couple here where we warm that up. We're gonna go a couple from the hip into the squat. Breathing. So same little dip that you did before, but this time we're gonna see it in that squat. So short dip, drive, catch, and then stand it back up. If this is new, but you wanna go into the squat, think catch and then ride, as opposed to receiving right in the squat. So the whole movement from the floor, push away from the ground till you cross the knees, get vertical, jump, catch, stand. If you're going doubles, you could go touch and go or drop it, reset. Just depends on your space situation. Obviously, I'm not gonna dump mine here, so I'm gonna go touch and go for 2. So, let me know any questions you have in the chat. Let's get a little bit of weight on those bars, and then we'll get started. Because we're only gonna be doing 1 or 2 reps a minute, you probably have some time to increase if you want. So you could go up every couple sets if you want, or keep it there. It's like you guys are having a conversation about your clothes. I like it. Focus on. All right, I think chalk is gonna be my limiting factor here this morning. I gotta write myself a reminder to grab something from the gym. Okay, let's see, first snatch. Wow, not bad. Okay, that's a reasonable place to start at least. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, good enough. We're not gonna go anything crazy here, so I'm not gonna put on the yellow ones or the blue ones or anything. All right, let me know kind of what weights we're thinking here. Anybody gonna do singles, or are we doing doubles? What are we thinking? And this is definitely the one I want you to film. Tag us on Instagram. Woo, show me what we look like. All right, so once again, we're gonna go 10 minutes. Every minute on the minute. I think I'm dripping all over the place here. You're gonna do 1 or 2 snatches, depending on how heavy you wanna go. Jason, this is basically your extra work that you are gonna be doing, so you don't need to do any extra snatches afterwards. All right, let's do it. 10 seconds. Got a little chalk since there's basically none left. All right, first set. 3, 2, 1. Do I look like that Chinese lifter at the beginning? Probably, eh? Probably, I think so. Let's get that going. Definitely rubbing that on my shins. Not perfect, but hey. All right. We're doing it here. 1 set in, 9 to go. 20 total snatches after the 15 we just did. Good practice. Remember, quality over quantity here. Don't worry about going up in load unless it looks real good and feels light. 5, 3, 2, 1. Whoops, sideways.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain.
2 down.
With the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss that stack, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to
30
my
seconds.
life. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
Alright, it's 20 seconds. Set 3 coming up. Remember, consider filming yourself. I'm just gonna say that so many times until somebody does it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games.
Alright, 3 down.
I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy.
Pretty good this morning, team.
Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head.
Remember, anybody can do this. Doesn't need to be that fast. Doesn't need to be heavy. That PVC is always a great option to have access to a movement that is unparalleled in its ability to produce power. 10 seconds. There's nothing better. 3, 2, 1. Sets down. Getting slippery. I love it down in the hole. Feels so good. Yeah, I'm noticing that, and I don't want to take too much credit for this, but I think doing that workout first, you know, a little bit of snatching, but a little bit of just getting the body warmed up makes this feel better. I think if we had done this cold first thing, it would have been pretty stiff. So that's why oftentimes we'll lift after the workout. I know that's less common kind of in the CrossFit world, but I'm getting old. 3, 2, 1, definitely feels better this way.
Never break, always fight, never quit. Do it right.
Okay, what's that? Halfway? Halfway.
Win it life.
5 down,
There's no time.
5 to go.
The pain, with the grind, I could change. In my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb. The only way.
Anything like that. There you go.
I never miss that snatch. Taking big swings, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. 'Cause I
All right, 5 more.
ain't got time to kill, I got time to
Remember,
feel.
speed, quality, over quantity. Like, could I put more weight on here and look sloppy? Oh yeah. That is not the goal. 10 seconds. I am scrounging for chalk right now. 2, 1. Go ahead.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna
Whew.
say they hate, but they know it's
6
cap.
down, 4 to go.
Games I just do, that's fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy.
I like how you're all chatting with Lucas, who I don't think is here. I appreciate it though, chat. I appreciate anybody new comes in. Welcome them. Get them. Maybe one more here, and then I'll go up to the last 3. Stay out of my lifting spots. It's not too slippery. 10. 3, 2, 1. What's just that? Alright. 3 more sets. It's not feeling like super light, but let's go for it. Six more snatches, or 3 if you're doing singles, I guess. Once again, film them. I'm gonna say that a lot. I want to see some of your snatches later. What's this? 10. 3 sets to go. 2, 1. Wow. That was heavy. Whew. 2 more, team. 2 more to go. Try to make them more and more technical as you go. Moving faster on the bar. Catching them more crisply. 20 seconds. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took a red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but 10. Second last set. 5, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. That wasn't pretty. Shoot. Make the next one better. Make the next one the best one. Good morning, Georgia. Yeah, Jason, you've been snatching every day, eh? Is it feeling better? You feel improvement? One more snap. One more set. I don't even know what it's called. Make sure we don't embarrass ourselves and drop this last one. 5 seconds. When you're ready, team, last one. pulled on that one, jeez. Oh. Like I didn't pull on that one. Oh well, we did it. Made it. All right. Take a minute, walk it around. Great job, team. Let me know, what weights did we do? How did it feel? Is that our first time snatching? Let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments on the replay. Great job, team. Go Adam, thanks, Jabes. All right. Let's cool her down a little bit. There we go. All right. Jason, oh hell yeah, awesome to hear. It's working, got to 150. You better send me a video of that. I want to see that, Jason. All right. That was only 125 for me. Okay. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Let's just start. I don't know if I'm starting to use this PVC every day for our cool downs, but especially after snatch day. So back to that wide grip. Feel free to take that thing right behind you and just hang out. Do a little bit of side to side. Equipment says fire, Jason. Yeah, man. Impressive. Jabes, are you cleaning yourself with your shirt when you sweat? No, mostly I was cleaning the floor because it gets pretty slippery in here, and if I stand in too much sweat, I don't want to fall down. So, on that's snatch day. I mean, I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I think that was a great way to ease into it, right? That high hang snatch that we did in the skill, or in the workout, excuse me, is lower skill, but really primes the movement, right? Really it teaches you to drive with the hips as opposed to pulling with the arms, or doing something less efficient. So, and then from there, easing into the full snatch, either with some lighter, higher reps or heavier singles, just shows that, it's accessible. It's a movement that is extremely valuable in its ability to produce power, right? As I was saying before, there's nothing better in terms of power. Power is work over time, right? You can't move more weight further faster than the snatch. And, but it's not just reserved for, the top athletes. It looks intimidating, but really, and this is gonna segue right into our homework section, it's really just another skill. Right? Just like anything, you learn to ride a bike, you learn to walk, you learn to swim, you learn to run, whatever. When you first started, it probably wasn't very pretty, right? It took a little bit of work. Great, Jason, have a great day, take care. It took a lot of work to get a level of skill that was what you were aiming for. And that's, this, as I'm saying, ties really hand in hand with our homework that we talk about outside of fitness, defining our goals, and then taking daily action towards them every day. And that will move you towards whatever goal you have in your life, but it works as well for this skill thing. And really, when I talk about setting goals and achieving them, a lot of the time it's about skill building, because you are not where you want to be because you don't have the skills to be the person who you want to be yet, right? At some point, if you keep practicing playing the piano, you will have the skill. If you continue practicing video editing, you're going to have the skill. If you continue practicing snatching a barbell, you're going to have the skill. So it's just about knowing where you're at and taking the next step towards that thing. And this is maybe the caveat, right? We talk about this every morning, that it's not about big, glorious, explosions of progress. It's about small, daily, incremental steps. And, if you get caught up in that process and figure, hey, I should have faster progress and I should be there sooner, I should be there now, and you push it, you increase the weight too fast, or you skip a step in your skill building, then it's harder to get there, right? Just understanding that this is supposed to be a slow, steady, incremental process that's the way that you're going to get there, as opposed to thinking that it's going to be in big, exciting jumps, and as a result, quitting because you don't have that. You don't have those exciting moments of progress. It's boring and steady. Yes, you might have personal records here and there where you'll lift more than you had in the past, but that's only going to come from that small incremental progress that you're making every day, and not getting too caught up in, reaching that goal. It's really just about learning the process and getting better at it. Whether it's your homework, whether it's your lifting, whether it's your anything in your life. Yeah, Mr. Terry, we must remember that a vision is what you want to achieve. Goals are the steps to help you achieve them, your vision. Yeah, it's, what do they say? A wish is, no, what is it? A goal without action is just a wish, something like that. Because you're not going to get to any goal without action. That's simple. It's not just going to happen unless your goal is to become fat, out of shape, lazy, whatever. Like, that stuff can just happen. That's pretty simple. But if you want to be someone, if you want to make progress, you want to improve yourself and your life and your condition and whatever, action's the only way. All right, let's check out some life here. Oh yeah, we got out yesterday with the crew, and our driveway is not steep, but it is icy. This is a little bit of a down slope on our driveway, and you can see my powerful wife. This is like Snatch power here. Watch how she drives off. Boom! A little bit of whiplash, sends her going. Pretty awesome push. I watched this a couple times. I'm just impressed by how strong my wife is. But she snatches, right? I mean, you're going to build power. There are some movements that are going to do it. That being said, she played varsity rugby, so she's a tough cookie, and I wouldn't want to mess with her. And then I've got some critters here as well. So don't run away. Got some critters. There's one. I've got a hay clip for you tomorrow, but we got our hay delivered yesterday, which maybe we'll talk about that in a second, because it was we were in need. That's a hay bale there, and we were down to 2 bales yesterday. And then our farmer friend came by, but it was, well, I'll let you watch it first. Giving those sheep some hay. Although the llamas are the only ones that come up because the sheep are scared. But here, we'll watch the, we were going out to the field to just check on how much hay that they all had. And I found this was pretty entertaining. So we were just walking out there. Oh, we're upside down. Look at that. Just give me a moment. I do not understand why that happens. It's like the same source and everything. So we're walking out there, and we got our trail of sheep in a straight line following behind us. But then the llamas, I don't know why. I don't know what they think we were doing, but decided to block the way. So Leandro is just standing there in front of me now. We're walking in those tire tracks, you can see, and I gave him a little shove in the butt. And then they took a step, and it stopped in front of me again. So I don't know if they were trying to protect something or what, but pretty funny. Cute guys. Now let's just watch this one more time, just because I want to. Oh no! It's all messed up. Okay, well, forget it. That was my snatch from the beginning. You can always go back to the intro and watch that. That was my another one of my best lifts of all time. That was a 225 snatch from blocks, which I probably won't ever do again, so exciting. So what I was saying there at the end, the idea of the hay coming, it made me think of how I talk about how disconnected we are from humanity and whatnot nowadays. But this was a fantastic reminder of I didn't prepare well. I didn't have enough hay lined up for the whole winter. And everybody around here is a little bit short on hay right now. So it's one of those kicks in the butt that reminds you that, hey, this world we live in, this access to anything we want at any time is, I don't want to say is fake, but it's I don't want to live that way, right? I don't want to rely on comfort and just knowing that all the things are going to be there for me whenever I want them, because I don't see that as realistic. You know, I've been given a reminder here by these animals that, like, if I didn't get that load of hay, you know, you end up with two options. One is animals die, which is not a good option. And then option two is like destock, which means sell or donate or get rid of critters. And if your goal is sustainability, is, you know, keep these things so that they keep you alive, then that's a failure. And we're so disconnected from life and those types of things that if anything ever happened, you know, like it kind of did a few years ago, where there's not enough food on the grocery store shelves, or, you know, power goes out or whatever, and we can't sustain ourselves, we are like this far from being fucked. Sorry for my language, but, you know, I was starting to stress out that we weren't getting hay for those critters. And like, just imagine if that was human food. So just something to think about, because we're too comfortable. That's just straight up what it is. And the more comfortable we are, I'd say the less aware we are, the less present we are to what we need to be doing as human beings and what types of preparations we should be doing. And I'm not talking about like be a prepper. I'm talking about have some skills and some resources that can sustain you, that can take care of you, the people around you, maybe some of your community, in the event that our fragile comfort system fails us in some way, right? Not only is our system fragile and you know, built for comfort, it also is pretty low quality, right? The types of food that you're going to get from the general system is going to be devoid of nutrients, full of chemicals, and just not really meant to support your progress and your growth. So, you know, don't become a prepper, but learn some skills. All right, team, that is all I'm going to nag about tomorrow. If you saw, I posted on Instagram, I guess it was maybe yesterday or a couple days ago, a little sandbag movement, a new one that we haven't done before, and that is what we're going to be doing tomorrow, some sandbag get-ups. So get out your sandbag, get it ready for tomorrow. Feel free to go check out that reel on Instagram to get an idea, or if you prefer a surprise, don't. And I love you guys. Quick shout outs. I see you this morning, Tasharia. Good morning. Equipment, Jabes, Tasharia, Mr. Terry. I think I saw Talia. Equipment, I see Emily. I don't know. And then special shout out to our team members, Jason, Jody, Yaroslav. Ryan's not here. But thanks very much. Thank you for joining us. That was a fun session. I actually had a really good time there. I wasn't too nervous about being a loser. So, and Lucas popped in. You got it, Jody. I was going to say Lucas, but I know he's not here. So either way, anybody that hops in, fantastic. If they hop in and work out with us next time, even better. Remember, the ways you can support this are the thumbs up button at the very least. You can drop some chats and some comments. You can join our community, join our team. It's just a few bucks a month. And we really do appreciate you guys. So, non-member perks. Stop it. There are better emojis if you're a member. The more members we have, the more emojis I can put in there as well. So, join the team. But if not, join us tomorrow. You guys are fantastic. Have yourselves a amazing Friday. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Peace.